Cancer, what's up? We're going to do a message from the universe. Get a couple of cards out here. I'll get some tarot out here for you as well. And then we will end with some advice. If anyone is reaching out to you, DMing you, pretending to be me, friend, it is not. I will never reach out to you to do a reading with you. So please protect yourselves, report, and block them. All right. For my lovely Cancer, God, angel, spirit guides, what do you want Cancer to be aware of right now? Message for Cancer from you, loving, healing, clear messages from you, God, angel, spirit guides. Anything else? All right, we'll rock with those. Just because something is not happening right now doesn't mean that it will never happen. I'm going to repeat that. Just because something is not happening right now doesn't mean that it will never happen. Divine timing is at play. Be patient and trust the process. And usually when there is a process, it's a process for a reason. But it doesn't make it easier when you're going through it. When someone or energy source, the Great Supreme, says, hold up, we're waiting on it. It doesn't make it easier what we're waiting on, but Spirit basically wants to let you know that Spirit got you. You're going to be all right. Things are going to be turned in your favor. People that were against you all of a sudden will be for you. Ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hands. I know that's right, Cancer, and you deserve it. So let's get some tarot out here to get a little bit more information about what this message is about. And we'll get some advice and then we'll close. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, for my lovely Cancer here. Tell us more about the energy that Cancer is in right now. What are they working through right now? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Amazing, loving Cancer. What are they working through right now? Help us understand. Let's see here. For Cancer, Spirit wants you to hold on. This is a very nurturing energy right here, mothering energy. And then we also have the 9 of Wands. So Wands, let's just start there. For me as a reader, that's the passion, that's the fire, that's the spirit. So oftentimes when people are in fields that require a lot of high energy, creativity, fame, fortune, sometimes wands pop out, and that could be you. But what this feels like right now is that it's been really hard to keep the faith, to keep the head up. You know, there's been a battle here because the 9 of Wands is upside down. So this is more about spirit, kind of feeling fatigued in the spirit about carrying on. So it makes so much sense as to why Spirit sent those oracle messages out for us just now. Spirit wants you to believe and trust. It feels like frequency is low right now, which unfortunately, when our frequency and our vibration is low, it makes it harder for us to attract what it is that we want. But it does feel like faith is incredibly low right now, having to do with maybe you as a parent, your faith in what you're creating for your family, your faith in yourself as a parent. This could also be related to your own parent or mother or caregiver. And maybe there has been something happening in that connection or in that dynamic that has really gotten to you in terms of your confidence, your faith about carrying on. Some of you are caring for your mother or caring for your parent, and there's something about this connection right now. Maybe you're not feeling as hopeful about, you know, the end goal, about what you are providing that you once had, or the confidence that you once had about this connection is quite kind of dwindling here. But there is a vibe about you having your faith, you standing strong as it relates to a mothering, kind of nurturing energy. We're going to get a little bit more though. Let's see. God, angel, spirit guides. Why is the 9 of Wands here in the mother, the Empress? Why is the 9 of Wands and the Empress here? God, angel, spirit guides, for Cancer, please. Let's see. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this might be about someone's health right now. God, angel, spirit guides, tell us more. Things are going to turn around. Whatever this is, Cancer, you're watching this like, oh, this is also Spirit saying this is going to turn around. And so, and usually, thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, the clock turns to midnight. It feels like when we feel like we're not going to be able to take anymore. We just can't go anymore. That's what this feels like. But Spirit is like, no, this is going to turn around. This is the uptick, the wheel spinning in favor of you and this person who's on your mind, or your family, because it also feels like it's a vibe for you and your children. Making sure that you have security, making sure that all of the pieces come together right in time. So there's a time crunch here. Something about time. What else, God, angel, spirit guides? Tell us more about why the Wheel of Fortune is here with the Mother and the Nine of Wands. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. And it feels like that time, something about timing, how long you've been going through this, needing something to turn around rapidly is also making you feel loss of faith. Like, I don't think I can get up again. I don't think I can continue to go like this. God, angel, spirit guides. Why is this here? The Wheel of Fortune. Tell us more. Okay. There's someone who's going to come and support you. And I don't think you're expecting this or suspecting this. This is actually not in reverse. Forgive me. This popped out upright. Now, the Five of Cups popped out upright. Now, this is about overcoming some type of pain, some type of wound. It could be related to a mother wound, a caregiver of yours. Could be related to something that's happening with you as a co-parent or with your children. But whatever this pain and hurt was, that also has had an impact on your ability to believe that things will get better, that's beginning to subside. So there's some forgiveness here, some collaboration, some teamwork. So for some of you, Cancer, and I know this message is expanding and it's kind of growing into this interesting, it has some dimensions to it. It feels like for those of you where you're still following, and this is for you, there is some type of healing that's going to happen that also leverages an opportunity for you to be connected with the community, connected with other people, to get the support that you desire and you want. For some of you, you're going to be looking at maybe refinancing something, remortgaging a home. You know, the 3 is about expansion. And so it's the 3 of Pentacles, so 3 of Earth. So it feels like there's something happening here, or this has been on your mind, about making sure that all of the pieces fit together so that maybe a home can be preserved, so that resources can be preserved, so that medical expenses can be preserved. But it just kind of feels like there's been some fear about things not coming together fast enough. But then there's also another layer that's coming up, Cancer, for you, that feels like it's related to something about forgiveness, kind of letting some things go, that also kind of ushers in a higher frequency and more abundance and prosperity. I know that's all over the place, but that's what's coming through. God, angel, spirit guides, tell me a little bit more about what the advice is. Let's go there. So, Cancer, I'll sum it up like this, because there were a lot of dimensions in that, Cancer. This is about keeping faith because things are going to turn around. Okay? So this is an affirming message or confirmation message for you, Cancer, that things are going to turn around. You feel this sense of urgency, sense of feeling defeated. It feels like the energy is so low with you, Cancer, that I'm reading for, until it's not even a 9 of Swords anymore. It's past that. You don't even have enough energy to be worried about this. It's just kind of like, all right, like a surrender energy kind of happening. And surrender is good, as long as it's surrender into faith, surrender into, I've done my best, I'm doing my part, and I know that all is well. And whatever this outcome is supposed to be, it's going to be. And whatever that outcome is going to be, that's the best outcome because I've tried my best. That's what this feels like right now. Advice for Cancer right now, working through this energy. What advice do you have for Cancer, please? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Advice that you have for Cancer. Let's see here. For their growth, for their progression. Yeah, there's something about keeping that heart open. It's really important. We have the Ace of Cups here. Now, for some of you, very specific message here. There's someone who might be with child. There's an element of that too, because we have the Empress there. You know, the Empress in the image is pregnant. And then the Ace of Cups for me as a reader also signifies new love coming into a family, something new to invest unconditional love into. So there could be a vibe related to that too for whoever I'm reading to. But there is a need to get very clear about what you want to see grow, okay? It kind of feels like a lot of scattered energy. with the Seven of Pentacles being in reverse here. And then I have the Five of Swords here, but it's facing me in reverse. And so that kind of just feels like a time of open communication, a time of people leveling, getting into the same place where they can communicate and talk with a level mind, level head. This is an approachable energy. You know, the swords are kind of like out of the way. There's not a battle happening here, and leading with love. So if someone is trying to communicate with you, now, Cancer, whatever is happening here, this is not your fault. Okay, I'm here to tell you. So if someone has tried to blame you or tried to put something on you, that's probably been hard. Okay, but it kind of feels like right now, the advice is that things are going to have a hard time growing. You know, whatever this is, the investment of time, resources, if you're waiting to, mortgage a home, whatever this is, the pentacles, that earth energy that you're trying to see come through, that's going to have a hard time growing if the battle energy stays, right? So it kind of feels like if there's someone trying to communicate with you or approach you to be collaborative, because you had the Three of Pentacles there, it's time to put the swords down, open up the heart to allow there to be an exchange so that you can grow together with the team, with your family. It just kind of feels like whatever matter you're working through right now, it's going to be better if you come together with the group. To do this alone has been defeating you, whatever this is that I'm speaking about. And so it's time to just put the swords down, an approachable energy, leading with love, opening up that heart. And that's also going to open up your frequency so that you can be available for the blessings that you are deserving of, because this wheel of fortune is turning in your favor, is trying to reach you. But if that heart is closed and the Five of Swords is up, the sword is up. So what is this cup going to fall on? A sword? No, let that go. Open up that heart space and allow those blessings to pour in, because you are deserving, Cancer. I love you, and I hope I get to see you next week. Take care. Bye.